Hello, Ecofictologists. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to the chair. My name is Lovis, and today I'm taking a step away from talking about reading ecofiction, and I'm gonna go back to talking about writing ecofiction, because we are still in full swing of NaNoWriMo, and I'm having a time. NaNoWriMo is not going to plan. We're just gonna chat. This is gonna be a bit of a chatty video. Don't have any notes with me, so bear with me if I ramble. First of all, no, I will not be hitting the 50K, but I might be hitting 25K, which I think is still pretty good, considering November started with me traveling back from seeing family in Germany. So the first few days of November were spent like in a car in Amsterdam or on a ferry. So I was immediately behind. Note to self, don't do that. Also in November, I started a new job. So some of you noticed that at the end of September, I handed in my PhD thesis. Woo, very exciting. And that meant I entered the scary world of adulthood in October. And I started doing some work for my supervisor, preparing for a course that he was teaching at the university, which started in November. Yeah, it was just a lot of work. It took a lot of my mental capacity. So in the evenings, I was just a bit dead. And also, probably the biggest thing is that I defend my thesis, my PhD, at the end of the month, so next week. And the stress has been just bubbling away back there. And I think I've just had a lot going on and I've not been able to focus very well. All of those reasons aside, November, I was in nano denial. In Preptober, I was preparing, but I was figuring out my magic system, which is so very closely tied to the plot that I cannot finish my outline without understanding my magic system. And I was not in the right place for nano. I was not ready to draft yet. I am a 100% plotter. I cannot pants. It gives me heart palpitations. So I needed an outline, and I couldn't finish my outline until I had figured out all the intricacies of my magic system. And so I had no outline at the beginning of November. So what I decided to do was take November and write the most detailed killer outline ever, and just keep building it out, kind of like the snowflake method, so that by the end of November, I had like a rough zero draft in outline form. And it's kind of happened. I've brainstormed a lot. I have a lot of scenes plotted out. And I have roughly 20,000 words of an outline, which is fairly intense to many people. So it's not like I've not been doing anything in November. And it's been really fun actually to figure out exactly how the story progresses. And I've been using Lizelle Sambury's video on the fun and games section of the Save the Cat story beats, because I have so many scenes and I don't know what order they go in. So I've been writing little note cards, trying to figure out how it all fits together. So I'm not done yet. I have 20,000 words of an outline and I'm not done yet. But that's okay. I still feel really good about where I'm at in my project. I should probably tell you what the project is. If you remember back to Camp Nano in April, I finished my book. Oh, so exciting. And then in May, I had a little bit of an existential crisis and realized that it was a whole big steaming pile of problematic. So I spent most of June and the camp in July reimagining the book to take out all the problematic stuff. and that kind of meant changing the whole plot, unfortunately. And then with the help of my writing group and some of the exercises in Story Genius, I've started recreating a whole new story, and I think the people who beta read the first version, they're not even going to recognize the new version. It's completely different. It's not the same story. I've written a new story. And now I'm outlining that story, hoping that I can start drafting really soon. But I have a mental block. I cannot start until I have my outline finished. And I think I'm close. But, plot twist, I also got a shiny new idea. Thanks, brain. I needed a shiny new idea to distract me from the idea that I was already behind on for Nano. But this shiny new idea just appeared and it would not let me go. And I've talked to some people about it already. It's really good. And my brain stopped producing ideas for the old story and only came up with cool ideas for this new story. So I started thought dumping. I have like 3,000 words of thought dump on this new story. I pretty much have a plot. I have my main character. I have the world setting. I kind of have the magic system. So I'm just seeing this as preemptive work for the next story that I'm going to write. And now I've done the thought dump, my brain has settled, and I can go back to my old story. So I've discovered shiny new idea syndrome. Embrace that thing and thought dump everything, because if you don't, your brain is just going to continue thinking about it. But if you thought dump it, and then the first hurdle that you hit, and your brain goes, oh, maybe it's actually not the best idea in the world. Maybe it's not so much better than the other one. Okay, we can calm down. And so then, once I hit that first hurdle, my brain took a breath. And then I could start thinking about the old story again. So, shiny new idea, write it down. Write down everything you can think about. And if your brain doesn't want to think about anything else, just keep writing. And I counted those words. You better believe I counted those words for Nano, because I was writing. So, I have my shiny new idea. It's great. I'm super excited about it. You know it's another eco-fantasy, because it's me. So, and I've now put it to the side. It's still on the back burner, but I've put it to the side, and I can now focus back on my actual project, my work in progress that I don't want to abandon, because it is also pretty cool. I am so close to nailing down the plot. I have been using the scene cards from Story Genius, and I've been writing them out on flashcards, and that's really helped to identify scenes that I like but have no purpose, or scenes that I can maybe combine, because I have way too many, that I can combine to do more than one purpose. And color coding the scene cards has also showed me that I have way more scenes for one character than the other, because it's a dual perspective. And so I need to work on that, which is good. If I know, then I can work on it. So we're doing that. We're evening out the perspectives. We're working on the scene cards. I've got all my story beats. It's really this fun and games section where you have to show a lot of progress. You have to show wins and losses, kind of the development of the relationships and stuff, while not feeling stagnant. That's what I'm figuring out right now. Everything before that and everything after that I've kind of got. Probably will change, but I've got enough to feel comfortable to start writing. But this middle section, I have the scenes and I don't know what sequence they go in, so I'm getting there. And that has been my November. I hit 20,000K. Wow. 20K. I hit 20K, which I'm really happy about. I'm totally okay with not winning Nano, because I think I've been really productive and I think the work I've done is really important. so I don't want to have not done it. I think the book would have been terrible if I had leapt into it, because I would have written myself into a corner so fast, so fast. I changed so many scenes because they did not make any sense, and they were dead ends. There was nowhere for me to go from there. Yeah, I'm really happy with how November is going, and mostly I'm here to say, if you are behind in Nano, if you're not feeling like you can make the 50K, that's okay. I'm here to tell you, I'm here to give you permission that that is okay. And you can still be proud of everything that you did in November. Don't beat yourself up about this. You have more words now than you did in October, and that is something to really celebrate. And your book will come when it comes. When you're ready to write it, you'll be off. And yeah, so this is your daily dose of positivity. Don't let Nano get you down. Instead of, maybe I should change the title of the video from putting the no in NaNoWriMo to putting the no thank you in NaNoWriMo. I'm saying no, thanks, but no. I'm okay. I don't need the 50K. I'm happy with my 20 or 25 if I can make it. So, Nano thank you Rimo. That's what we're calling this month. Okay, that's the end of my babbling. It was just a nice little chat and catch up with you. That's what I'm doing. Let me know down in the comments what you're working on, how Nano is going for you, or if you're not doing Nano, how are your writing projects going? And I just want to hear from you. So like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll be back soon with more content on reading and writing ecofiction. Bye, ecofictologists.